please. Everyone please rise for pledge of allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Cope.
Here.
Losino.
Present.
Pat.
Here.
Wilczewski.
Here.
Munns. Montalvo.
Here.
Spears.
Here.
Teeling.
Here.
Munn was here. Marty, are you on there?
Here, I'm here.
Yeah, he's here. So you got to speak into the microphones for Marty. Marty's calling with me. He's out of town on business.
Yeah, apologize, but it's the only way I can get on tonight, thanks.
You'll have to speak up too if you want us to hear you.
All right, I will.
Okay, welcome everyone on this election evening. Do we have any amendments to tonight's agenda? No amendments, no presentations, no public hearings. Do we have any citizen comments on anything on the agenda this evening? I entertain a motion to approve the consent agenda.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Losino.
Aye.
Wilczewski.
Aye.
Spears.
Aye.
Munns.
Aye.
Montalvo.
Aye.
Cope.
Aye.
Teeling.
Aye.
Pat.
Aye. I'll entertain a motion to approve the minutes of the regular city council meeting from March 12th, 2013 as presented.
So moved.
Second. Comments, questions, corrections on the minutes? Okay, all in favor of approval?
Aye.
Aye.
Bill payments this month were $454,351.71. The mayor's report. We have an MFT audit report, so I'll entertain a motion to accept the MFT audit report number 61.
So moved. Second.
Comments or questions on the audit report?
Teeling.
Aye. Aye.
Cope.
Aye.
Pat.
Aye.
Munns.
Aye.
Spears.
Aye.
Losino.
Aye.
Montalvo.
Aye.
Wilczewski.
Aye.
Motion carries.
All right, now Public Works Committee report. We do have Economic Development Committee report. And I'll read that motion for you, Marty, since you probably don't have one in front of you.
I have it here, but it would sound better coming from you being there. Thank you.
I'll entertain a motion to approve an ordinance approving second amendment to the redevelopment agreement for the downtown Yorkville redevelopment project area, Imperial Investments LLC, and authorize the mayor and city clerk to execute. So moved.
Second.
Any comments or questions on this agreement? Roll call, please.
Cope.
Aye.
Pat.
Aye.
Munns.
Aye.
Spears.
Aye.
Losino.
Aye.
Montalvo.
Abstain.
Wilczewski.
Aye.
Teeling.
Aye.
We have no public safety report. Administration committee report. Rose, would you like to take that?
Sure.
Now, these are informational parts, so there are no motions for this?
Correct.
Okay.
Actually, it's just a revised estimated debt service schedule for the library bond refinancing. After the last meeting, we got an update on interest rates, and so we provided a new debt service schedule. So the result is that it doesn't save us as much money as we had hoped, but it still saves us money over what the current bond is. And that's also not a guarantee that interest rates won't go up or down between when we actually sell the bond. So we're just letting you know what the new estimated debt service schedule is.
And did you need any direction from the council, or?
Nope.
Okay, so just informational?
Correct.
Okay, and do you want to give us a background on Countryside TIF bond refinancing as well?
Yeah, this is more of a holdover from the last meeting. Again, we're looking for direction really on the bond refinancing and whether we want to do it. We know that there's the parallel issue of the Countryside TIF incentive agreement, which I know the attorney representing the developer and the developer are both here tonight to answer questions that were raised at the last meeting. And so we're looking for your direction on whether we should continue to proceed forward with the Countryside TIF refinancing analysis or to stop.
Yes, sir.
If I understood this correctly, just for public consumption, basically if we refinance, we're going to save, we thought we were going to save $50,000 a year, but we're going to save about $40,000 a year, correct?
That's in the library.
That was the library.
Oh, that's the library one. Okay, how much was going to be saved on the TIF one?
The countryside TIF one wasn't done actually to save money. Again, we were expanding the term so that it would end
In
concurrent.
2029 with the TIF.
Correct. So we're actually adding years, we're adding interest, we're adding cost to the bond. But the idea is it saves us money in the short term while the property is still developing and not generating much TIF increment. And that was tied in with the conversation of, do we approve the amended incentive agreement, which would actually accelerate the incentive payment, or do we leave it as is? We wanted to talk about both of those issues kind of simultaneously.
Now, did we want this to go back to committee, or how do we want to proceed with this?
The developers requested that it go to Economic Development Committee to me. That was actually the next step in the process as far as the development agreement goes. And so I guess that'd be my recommendation, is to take it to EDC and proceed from there.
Is that okay with everyone? That's what everyone's looking for? So we don't even need a motion to table it, right? It's just informational?
I guess you would have a motion to direct it to EDC. Would be.
I'll entertain a motion to direct this countryside TIF bond refinancing to the Economic Development Committee.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, then it will be, what is the date on the EDC?
First Tuesday.
First Tuesday,
So it'd be May 7th.
May 7th, EDC. Okay. No park board, no anything from plan commission? There was no plan commission, it was canceled, right? Correct. Anything from ZBA? No city council report, city clerk's report, no city treasurer's report, any community and liaison reports? Yes, sir.
Just one real quick about the school board. Last night, school board committee of the whole met. They did a formality of denying the charter school through the committee of the whole. So now that's moving forward, is being denied by the district, which will move forward to the school board. And then the school board has been informed by the charter that they're going to appeal that to the state, which in this aspect, the school board is hoping that it does not, because it will cost them more money than what they actually allocate per student. So that's their general argument against it. And it's an unknown system, since it's not a brick and mortar school, truly virtual school. So that was kind of a quick highlight on that one, is they did deny the charter school.
And who's appealing to the state, the charter school?
The charter school has told the district that they would appeal. And it's, the interesting thing about the appeal is that the appeal does not go to the Board of Education. It's a independent board selected by the governor. The last one that was done in appeal was overturned by the board.
I didn't know you could appeal a school board decision to the state.
And the aspect of the charter, yes.
Anything else?
That was it.
Any other community or liaison reports? Yes, sir.
I wanted to ask Chris, I heard Oswego on the radio today. Did they change the numbers a lot too on it at the last minute? Because the radio was reporting that this morning.
There were a lot of inconsistencies with their numbers in their data that was provided. And they had provided responses to a variety of questions the school board had. The response was in a 1,080-page document a few days before the board meeting.
Okay. Yes, sir.
I went to the library board meeting yesterday, and obviously they had found out already that we had approved the additional funding for them for next year for $21,000. And I relayed our messages to them. I made it very clear to them that we did that as a courtesy based on the former agreements. There was never really a cutoff when that was going to happen. I made it very clear to them that this is the cutoff, that they get it this year, next year. We're not adding to their fund. If they need to dip into their general fund, that's how they would have to allocate it. They appreciated us helping out this year. They completely understand. They will plan accordingly for next year, knowing that the additional funds are coming. I also also voiced our concerns about some things that the residents have told us about the library not being open on Sunday, things of that nature, and they've already actually started, even at last night's meeting, started talking about alternatives to that as far as how they can manage the hours so they can be open on Sundays in the future. And that's something they're going to actually address and work on. So they are addressing some of our concerns. They are grateful that we helped them out this year, and they do understand that it will not be coming next year.
Speaking of the library, they have a trivia night this Saturday, what's the date, 13th Saturday, at 6 p.m. It would be very nice if the city council was represented with a team at the trivia night. I vowed to put a team together, so far it's a team of one. I'm in. Marty's in, and Ken is in. We got 3.
I have all the questions. I'm the MC, so it would be not fair for me to be on the team. That would be cheating.
They do have a full liquor license for the event, and they are serving some refreshments from Cobblestone, so I will buy the first drink for anyone who's in. Larry, you don't have much to do on a Saturday night, do you?
I can't remember what I had for lunch, what I want to
Okay, there's openings for staff too. Are you going to entertain a press corps member?
Yeah.
I think Jeff would be good.
Jeff would be good.
And Rob.
It's like grade school. The teacher's going to call on somebody.
All right, guys, get back to me, if you will, please. Any staff reports?
Just 3 quick things, Your Honor. One, the tax dodge is this weekend. It's held at the rec center at 8:30 on Sunday. So it's a 5K race. There's still time to pre-register. There's a little bit of a discount if you do. Day of registration begins at 7 p.m. Second is that White Goods Pickup Week is this upcoming week. So if you've got refrigerators, freezers, stoves, air conditioners, etc., you can put them out the curb. And Advanced Disposal will take them away. And then the third is we do have a meeting scheduled with IDOT to discuss Route 47 updates tomorrow. So hopefully we'll have a tentative construction start and then a schedule for the summer tomorrow afternoon is what we're hoping. So, and if not, I'll at least have an answer for you that we don't. So that's all.
Okay. Oh, last but not least, in the mayor's report, budget. I entertain a motion to approve the ordinance approving the 2013-14 fiscal budget for the United States of Yorkville, incorporating budget amendments 1 through 11, and authorize the mayor and city clerk to execute.
So moved. Second.
Comments or questions on the budget? We still have another meeting to pass it if we want. Yes, sir.
Well, I mean, if we do pass it tonight, my only question was, and obviously we have the meeting before we have economic development, and I understand this is scheduling wise, it doesn't matter if it's this time or 2 weeks from now, it's still before economic development. So how are we handling the TIF issue if we don't know what we're doing for the TIF? Are we budgeting for the worst case scenario then?
We are.
So we're budgeting for the top number?
We're budgeting an early payout, and then we're budgeting on the refinancing side that we're not going to do a refinancing. So it's the worst case scenario for the next 5 years.
As long as we budget worst case scenario, so then I'm okay with that, as long as I don't want to budget the other way and then be short.
Right. Any comments or questions? Obviously not the budget this morning. I sure don't want to have a huge deficit this year, but luckily we did good last year. We're still going to maintain a fund balance of around 20%. So, I mean, people knew when we got rid of the rec center, it was going to cost us money. Between that and the municipal building fund, I mean, it was a big hit this year. So, but we'll get through it. Any other comments or questions on budget?
That's all I was going to say, too. About the deficit is unsettling.
It is unsettling, I agree, but people knew it was going to cost us money walking away from the rec center. That is another discussion. Roll call, please.
Spears. Colosimo.
Aye.
Bunkhauser.
Aye.
Maschewski.
Aye.
Teeling.
Aye.
Okay, we have any additional business? Oh, yes, good news for our Ward 1 alderman. We are going to be bringing forward an ordinance next meeting to refinance the Range 3 Unit 1 SSA bonds. With that refinancing, I think the interest rate is going from like 6.8% down to right around 5%. The big thing is going to save all those residents about $180 a year on their SSA payments.
Yay.
So that's good news. All the paperwork is pretty much done. It's pretty much a done deal. So it'll roll back some of the increase that they've seen this year.
Great.
So, no, that is good news, and feel free to convey that to your main three constituents. Did I get everything?
It's probably not going to affect the payments that they make this summer, because we've already passed the abatement ordinances and everything, but it would actually roll back the increase next summer.
No, that is good news. Okay, no other additional business that I could think of. I'll entertain a motion to go into executive session for litigation and collective negotiating matters.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Spears?
Aye.
Wilczynski?
Aye.
Pelosiva?
Aye.
Pat?
Aye.
Teeling?
Aye.
Aye. Poe?
Aye.
Funkhauser?
Aye.
Munns?
Munns?
Even though I'm not there, so what do I gotta do, say nay or what?
You can say aye. You can call in up there, right?
Yeah.
If you want to call in, you can call in.
Can I call in there, Bart, same number?
Yeah, I'll call you from that phone.
All right, thanks.
Okay, during the executive session, when we come out, there will be no further action.